Hi, I'm John W. Crawford and welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel here we're going to be exploring my photography and my travel. I have been an international traveler since age 4, and I've been able to meld my photography in with that. So this is an introduction. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself and what you're going to see here on this YouTube channel. I will be doing some interview style storytelling, just like I am right now, about many of my trips. And then there'll be also some standard definition, high quality video that I took over the years. I can't really put those together because that doesn't really work well with high definition. And 5 or 6 years ago I still wasn't in the high definition arena. So I'm going to keep those separate. And I'll try to keep those to a minimum. For the travel, I'm going to be talking about your financial burdens, your how to do this on the cheap, and also safety and different safeguards, things that could happen. Because I've had just about everything happen to me, except being robbed. Fingers crossed that never happens. But I have made a few mistakes, and if you're thinking about international travel, why I think it would be a wise idea to be educated in some way. And I have seen and photographed 21 countries and 6 continents, so I feel that I am an experienced international traveler, and I can tell you a lot about that. My photography will be intermixed with that. There'll be slideshows also to go with that. Also on this YouTube channel there'll be some short films that I'm working on. I have a brand new high definition camera, and we're going to be working on some short films with some pretty interesting shooting and stories. And lastly, there'll be some discussion about my mother's dementia and how I've been able to cope with that, and a little bit about that. So if that's something that you know about or need to know about, you'll be able to check that out. So as an introduction, I live in rural Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, Amish country, and my education is nothing to brag about, even in the least. I barely graduated high school, did not go to college, had a lawn care business for 8 years, and then had a few other jobs, and did part-time videography. And I picked up my first picture camera for doing professional photography about 7 years ago. And right now I am about 3/4 of my income is professional photography. Weddings and engagements are my biggest money makers. I also put out books and do car calendars, things like that. My first international trip was at age 4. My mother is from Panama. I am Pan American. My father is from Brooklyn, New York, and they met when he was in the military and was stationed down in Panama. They came back here to the United States after they got married and had little old me, and grew up. They did eventually, almost right away actually, after I was born, moved down here to rural Pennsylvania, and we've been here ever since. I hit the ground running at age 18 because there was some dysfunction in my family of just without getting too personal. We didn't really do a whole lot. There was a lot of sofa sitting and not a lot of extra money laying around to take vacations or do things. And so when I turned 18, I decided to hit the ground running. My first international trip, however, is what I started off with here, was when I was 4 years old. My mother took me to Panama for my 4th birthday. And I remember my 4th birthday party is about all I remember of the trip, except for some bits and pieces of the Miami airport. But ironically, a lot of people were taking pictures. And I have some pictures that probably will not be on this video, but maybe will be on some other subsequent videos. But at age 4, people were taking my picture, and they were annoyed because I was pretending to take pictures with my hands up like this, and there's actually pictures of me doing that. So who would have known that 40 years later, I'm not going to give away my age, but 40 years later, I would be a professional photographer. I love photography, and I've been able to meld that in with international travel. And some of you may be watching and you wish you could see some of the places that I've seen, and I wish that I could take you there, but that doesn't always happen for various different reasons. So hopefully you can live vicariously through me in this YouTube channel. I have a lot of video of places that I've been to and pictures. Some of the video of 1 or 2 of my trips is actually locked into a failed hard drive that I have to recover here, and that will probably happen rather soon. So anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned. We're going to be talking about a number of different places I've been and things that I've seen, and I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe and send me a private message. If you want to find me on Facebook, you can find me at John William Crawford. It's just John William Crawford for Facebook. My website is johnwcrawford.com, and you can feel free to send me an email there, or if you think my pictures are lackluster, feel free to do the same. At any rate, we're going to move on to some of my travels. Please stay tuned, and thanks for checking me out.